Good morning, ma'am. Here is my chosen country, which is Taiwan. So here are the practices of marriage in Taiwan. So the country of Taiwan is situated in the West Pacific between Japan and the Philippines. Its jurisdiction extends to the archipelagos or Penghu, Kinmen, and Matsu, as well as numerous other islets. The total area of Taiwan and its outlying island is around 36,197 square kilometers. At the above size of the Netherlands, but with a population of some 23 million, Taiwan is more populous than 3/4 of the world's nations. So here are the universal concept of marriage in Taiwan. First, love and partnership. So when it comes with love and partnership, they are the same concept. So love and partnership, traditionally marriages in Taiwan were often arranged, so with families playing a significant roles in partner selection. So however, contemporary Taiwanese society has been a shift toward hub-based marriages, where individuals choose partners based on personal affection and consistency. Despite the staffed family approve remains influential in many unions. So in family, so in Taiwan, the family unit holds a central place on Taiwanese culture, emphasizing values such as um, filial piety and ancestral reverence. Marriage is viewed as a union not just between individuals but also between families. So, underscoring the importance of familial harmony and collective well-being. So, Taiwanese traditional families were founded on the father on access characteristic by priority of family interests. So the maintenance of big family system, while some from characteristics have persisted, families in Taiwan have been increasingly based on a husband access due to the expansion of compulsory education and higher education, as well as the rise so a self-awareness and labor participation rates, relatively late or no marriage, late or pregnancy, and increased divorce rates have emerged in Taiwan society. So influencing the poor and rituals of marriage and the family institution in Taiwan, Taiwan, in fact, Taiwan is the very common country that legalize gay marriage. So here are the timeline practices of every region. So first, Northern Thailand. So the ancient practices emphasizes on arranged marriage, often orchestrated by family to strengthen social ties. So in northern Taiwan, the religious influence predominantly influenced by Confucianism, with ceremonies focusing on vital filial piety and ancestral rites. So in modern trends shift toward love marriage, increasing acceptance of cohabitation before marriage. So today, Taiwanese wedding have evolved. So with many couples opting for a more modern and less additional approach. So Taipei's Lantern Festival has become a key international tourist attraction, so featuring massive lantern display and high-tech visual effects. So in southern Taiwan, the ancient practices of their marriage is in tradition such as minor marriages, where a young girl is raised in her future husband family. So their religious influence strong presence with elaborate rituals to honor deities and ancestors during weddings. So one of the example of their traditional in practices of wedding is offerings to the bride's ancestors. So the family in Taiwan engage in a ceremonial rite to make offerings to the ancestors of the bride. This is done when the bride uncle lights incense on behalf of the couple, and the rest of the family. After this is concluded, the families proceed to the next part. So this is called the Hui Sheng, where the bride's family returns all the gifts they receive from the groom's family back to them in red wooden roses. So in Eastern Taiwan, the ancient practices of their wedding is through indigenous communities practicing unique matrimonial customs, including matrimonial societies. So, religious influence, animistic beliefs influencing wedding rituals with ceremonies held in natural settings. So, in modern trends, integration of indigenous traditions with contemporary practices, legal recognition of indigenous marriage customs. So today in Eastern Taiwan, indigenous marriage practices are still very much alive in some in some communities today. So, though modern trends like intermarriage with Han Chinese population and court marriages have become more common, so festivals like the Army's Harvest Festival are still celebrated in the um, tradition in the traditional form with a strong emphasis on cultural expression through music, dance, and rituals. So this Migay Bari festival by the Troco people celebrating their culture and community has become a key event or orchid or the fish orchid island. So last, the Western Taiwan. So their ancient practices, influence of Han Chinese settlers introducing customs like dowries and virtual gift. So their religious influence is Buddhist practices incorporated into wedding ceremonies, emphasizing simplicity and mindfulness. So the groom's proposal and the presentation of betrothal gifts. So the process of making a proposal in Taiwan is proposal in Western Taiwan, referred to as nazai. Here the matchmaker or groom makes an official proposal to the bride and her family at their own residence. So the two families would hold discussion and exchange pleasantries with each other. The groom often goes with gift items such as clothes and jewelry and present them to the parents of the bride. So if the parents are fully satisfied and pleased with the groom and his family, the man and woman are officially regarded as a couple by the family, and they can then proceed to make different wedding arrangement and fix a date. So in modern trends, fusion of traditional Western wedding element, growing trend of destination and weddings. So in Western Taiwan, their practices in ancient retains many of the traditional marriages practices. So including the tea ceremony, though modern simpler weddings are also common. So temple practices continue to be a significant part of the cultural fabric with large, colorful, and noisy celebration marking the festival. So those are the timeline of the practices of every region in terms of marriages. So next is the conclusion. So for me, ancient Taiwan has a different region and had their own traditional base on their history and the people living there living there. So the north followed um, post-Chinese customs. The south mixed Chinese and indigenous influences. The west was a center for the trade and religious festivals. The, the east kept strong indigenous tradition, and the center blended northern and southern customs. So today, Taiwan still keeps many of its and tradition, but modern life has changed some practices. So weddings are now simpler, simpler, and big festivals have become tourist attraction. So indigenous culture also hold onto their traditional but modern influences have also shaped their way of life. Overall, Taiwan balances tradition and modernity while keeping its um, rich cultural heritage alive. So Taiwan still so so if young people do choose to engage and many some and and marry someone without the blessing of the older generations, it would be difficult to them to perform the Taiwanese engagement and wedding ritual, as they would be missing important people who are part of the ceremony. So therefore, the ritual is able to be part of their historical and traditional context. So this suggests that it is not the ritual that is creating the right framework for marriage, but rather the perspective of the parents and the older generations, which, if change, can make this marriage ritual a celebratory one rather than controlling. So that's all. Thank you.